Today, one of my friends is getting his dream shot, and I'm putting the new V1 to the test vlog style. We're gonna continue to see if this thing can hold up, or if we find its fatal flaw. Here's the setup for today. We're going to a huge studio to shoot some BTS photos of my friend Peter, another Peter, getting his dream shot that he's wanted to do for 5 years, which is shooting an ice cream truck on a 150 megapixel phase camera. The problem is he couldn't find a studio big enough to house an ice cream truck. And I swear, like, the photographer problems, like the issues we come up with as photographers, are so bizarre and weird over the years of like things you have to problem solve, like finding a studio rental big enough for an ice cream truck. That's why I love this job. But he's got 2 trucks coming, not just one, which I also love that he's found 2 in case one isn't as good as the other. But I wanted to do some BTS photos for him so that he would have this whole thing documented, because it's like when you get to shoot the thing that you've been looking forward to, it's like, it's exciting. And for that task, there is only one camera that will absolutely deliver the most iconic, best possible BTS shots in the world, and that is... Nothing beats the Widelux for BTS photos. Honestly, nothing beats the Widelux for a lot of photos. I would say of the 21 years I've been shooting, top 3 cameras, for sure, undeniably, the Widelux. Might even be top 2. Could possibly be number 1, but I gotta shout out, there's like, get his name. I'm terrible. I could probably dig up the email. If I find it, I'll put it on the screen. This incredible gentleman sent me this winder. He saw one of my videos talking about how hard it is to wind back the Widelux. Like, this little thing comes up here and then you wind it back and you lose skin as you're winding it, and it's awful. This guy sent me this little wheel that has these cutouts that fits perfectly over the dial, and you just wind it's unbelievable. I love this. I love this. Super fast Coles notes if you haven't seen me talk about this camera, which I'm sure you have. It's a panoramic camera. Film goes in the back here. It has 3 shutter speeds, 15th, 125, 250. You set the aperture, you set the shutter speed, wind it. The lens is on a turret that rotates and captures a panoramic view. Absolutely adore this camera. There's also a monstrous medium format version of it. I'm gonna vlog the whole thing on the V1, but I'm gonna bring the R5 just in case. I think this is it.
Why are you guys so fast?
Oh, I was hoping that door was gonna open. It looks so nice with, I got this flare up here. We gotta redo that. Yo, you excited?
How's it going? Yeah, super excited.
That actually looks great.
I think so too.
That looks really good.
This light is kind of thrown together, but it works perfectly. It's so soft.
Yeah, how are you lighting it right now?
I'm literally using these LED side panels that just came with the studio, and the edges of the studio are round. It's almost like a reverse cove. It shoots up and over and gives you this like perfectly flat light. It looks better than I remember.
Oh my gosh, it says slush on it. How stoked are you right now?
I'm a little nervous. Really?
Is there ice cream in it?
I don't know. Thanks for coming, man. I'm Peter.
The 10-bit 422 C-Log looks great. Here's an example, and it's fully blown out, but you're able to recover those highlights, which is very impressive for a small camera like this. This was my first time using both the V1 and the R5 together in a vlog kind of format, and it worked great. Big fan. What made the edit easy is they both used the same C-Log 3, so copy and pasting my color made this whole project a breeze. I filmed like half of it on this, and the rest I filmed on this. Ice cream truck has arrived. Peter told me he wanted to shoot this at least 3 years ago. So I started off by loading a roll of HP5 Ilford into the Widelux, which is a black and white film. And I haven't shot film for a little while, probably since October. And I blew through 4 rolls in less than 2 hours. And if you shoot film, you know that sometimes you gotta find that flow. And if you can't find it, it is excruciating sometimes to get through a singular roll. It can take weeks, months. I've had a roll of Portra 800 sitting in my MP for ages. There's probably things on there I don't even remember, which is sometimes part of the fun, but I started with a roll of HP5 and it was so easy to blast through that. We're talking shots from upstairs, shots from downstairs, shots through the ice cream truck. There's so many interesting angles to get with this camera, especially when you're shooting BTS and you can see the subject and the environment. You're able to tell a story with this camera because there's so much visual information that you're able to convey and that you're able to take in as a viewer. And that's what I think is so special about it. Now, because everyday moments, things that you wouldn't typically think about end up looking so good. All right, my battery's dying on me here. I gotta do a quick little switch out. Man, just crushing these today. 1 second. Pro tip, when you have a battery that dies, plug it in right away. Just stop, plug it in, charge it immediately. There's been too many times where I have gone to get a battery and they're all dead or one barred. And that's because I'm too lazy to plug them in. Just plug them in, charge them, move on. Just had to say it, PSA. Okay, before we go any further, I want to show you something else that's blown my mind recently, and it's from one of our partners of this channel that we've had forever, and that is none other than Artlist. We've got this new feature where you can prompt anything and then generate anything from it, and then animate the thing that you generated. Okay, so you come up here to this prompt window, and let's type in Emerald Blue Lake with a snowy mountain backdrop. Now that prompt is pretty basic, and if you've used any kind of AI prompt before, you know that it needs to be more specific and tailored and dialed, and the better you are at those prompts, the better results you're gonna get. They have an enhance button here, so we're for sure gonna click enhance. A breathtaking emerald blue lake nestled amid towering snowy mountains. The scene captures stunning realism, showcasing the intricate textures of the snow-capped peaks and the rich, vibrant colors of the lake, inviting viewers to immerse themselves in the serene and picturesque beauty of this tranquil environment. Now, I don't know a single human that would be able to come up with that, like, on the spot. No chance. Anyways, hit generate. That is exactly Moraine Lake. It just made, I didn't even tell it to do Moraine Lake, it just did Moraine Lake. Now you can take it a step further and you can animate this picture, select your duration of the clip, which is 5 or 10 seconds, 1080p, animate using your credits, and faster than you can refill a coffee. A breathtaking emerald blue lake nestled amid towering snowy mountains. You have a completely generated video clip from something that was just manifested from nothing. So that is a pretty cool feature. What if we took the water out of Moraine Lake? We did like a dry lake bed. That's spooky. I don't even like that. That's kind of sad. Very cool though. Amongst all the other things Artlist are offering into their subscriptions if you sign up for their services, stock footage, sound effects, the search optimization within their website is made very easy. You could select a stock footage clip and AI will immediately find all the sound effects pertaining to that scene in that stock footage that you just chose. All of the creations that you make using their AI model are covered by Artlist's license, so you don't have to worry about not having copyright. They've taken care of all that legal stuff for you. The best part is you can try all of this today for free. You can also get 2 months free when you use the link in my description. Literally just like go mess with it. It's kind of fun, even if you're not making a video, just messing around. It's cool. Like it or hate it, you can leverage it as a tool to help your creative workflow, your process in some capacity. So hit the link in my description and check out the new Gen AI now. Try it for free, mess around, it's fun. Kirk's gonna pull in his little baby truck so we can take a cute little photo of it. I called this a baby truck. I didn't mean to offend you. I do like it quite a bit.
It is a small truck, okay? Like, I get it.
It's perfect. I love it, actually. I am kind of jealous, though, that your truck is getting shot on a phase. You know what I mean? I've never even, yeah.
It gets the treatment.
Midway through the shoot, we were waiting for the second ice cream truck to come, and this dude knocks on the door. It's like, "God, I've been waiting outside for like an hour and a half. I just have 15 minutes of work to do. I gotta weld this door. I gotta drop a pin in the bottom. Can I just get this done so I can leave? Like, I'm billing these guys by the hour." Pulls his truck around back, swings the doors open, sets a generator on the back of his tailgate, plugs in his welding kit, puts his mask on, and starts welding the door. I'm standing in front of him with a loaded Widelux, and I thought, thank you. Never would I thought that I would be somewhere taking a picture of a guy welding a door with a panoramic film camera. And it's these everyday moments that you get to capture that I think like when you see them in a gallery or you see them printed huge or they're hanging in a studio or in someone's house and you're looking at it and you're thinking like, that's so cool. Like, why do I like this so much? Why is it so interesting? And it's because you're capturing real, authentic, raw life. Now, it's just a guy welding a door. I understand. Nothing prolific here. We're not changing lives. But it is like an example of how just normal everyday things can be really cool to photograph as well. It doesn't have to be something extreme. It doesn't even have to be an ice cream truck in a studio or an amazing destination. And if you have your camera and you're ready, you're gonna capture it. I think my biggest learning curve with this is still the mental one. After using it now for several weeks and still trying to put it through its paces even after I made my initial video about it, because I really do love it and I really do love its convenience. But the mental hurdle for me is still the biggest one, where I tend to lose confidence in it because it's so small and different from everything I'm used to doing. I don't trust that it can deliver the results that it does. And then I get it back to my desk and I look at the clips and I'm like, man, no, this does look good. Like, it works, it's working, I like it. It's better than I expected it to be, but I keep waiting for it to let me down and it hasn't. I think I'm just letting it down. Round two.
Wow, wow, I got that wow, wow. Anything that I want, I'ma get it now, now. Yeah, wow, wow, I got that wow, wow. I be feeling like a knockout, baby, pow, pow. Yeah.
So after all the setup and all the trucks and all the work, here is Peter's photo. The best part, 150 megapixels. That means detail for days. You know, one of the things Peter said to me after he got the shot, even while he was shooting it, he was just like, it just feels so anticlimactic. I've been wanting to do this for 5 years. I've been putting this off. One, because it's been hard to find a studio, but maybe he just wasn't looking hard enough. But once he finally found the studio, got the truck in there and took the picture, it was like, why has it taken me so long to get here? Why has it taken me 5 years to do this photograph? It didn't need to be that long. So I asked him, like, what was your takeaway? And it was like, well, next time I have an idea, I'm just gonna go do it immediately. And that reminds me a lot of my own work. There are so many instances and shoots and ideas that I have floating in my head that I have written down in notebooks, like so many of these, packed with things that I could just probably execute immediately because you're just not as excited about it 5 years later, or if you still are enough to shoot it like he was today, you do it and you're kind of just left feeling like, all right, well, probably should have just done that like the day after. And I thought that was an interesting takeaway. After that roll was done, I loaded in a roll of Portrait 800 because I needed the light increase. The black and white roll was only 400, so I needed the bump in ISO. Shooting in the studio was very dark for my film camera, so I felt like I was struggling a little bit with that. Most of the shots were shot at about a 15th, 30th, 60th, big time sniper breath. A lot of like hold, don't move as the Widelux pans for its 15th of a second shutter, which can sometimes be so painful. But what I love about this camera is that you get some really unique portrait angles. This was a shot that I really liked that turned out great. He's right in the middle. The leading lines draw you right into his face. Plus you get to see all the extras of the inside of the ice cream truck, and it's just a really unique way to take a photo. So when I'm shooting places, I always look for opportunities that I can shoot through or use lines to clearly define a subject in the center. Another thing that I like to do when I'm shooting with this camera to convey the story is to show as much of the story as I can, which is why I wanted to get up high. You see the ice cream truck, you see Peter, you see the cart that we're shooting on, you see the whole studio, you get the full picture. And I think that's really cool when you can capture those frames with everything. So if there was one takeaway from the whole day, it's not even that if you have an idea, you should execute it. We've talked about that. I've made videos about that. You know that, I know that. It's bring your camera absolutely everywhere because you never know when that moment's gonna come and you're gonna be ready for it. And you're gonna take a picture that you would never have gotten. And it might be one of the best pictures he's ever taken. The welding shot is not the best picture I've ever taken, but I was absolutely pleasantly surprised and I would have missed it otherwise. All right, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And what did I used to say? That is it, right? So hit the like button if you. That's it for me. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Hit the like button.